Hey guys, it's me, Nevaeh, and today I'm with my doll, Rebecca from 1914. She is a very old doll. She's an American Girl doll. Her name is Rebecca. And today is Freaky Friday, which is a new theme I'm doing. I'm doing Freaky Friday and Fun Day Sunday. So get ready for this video. Okay, so I have this story on my tablet that I'm going to read to you guys. It's called One Man Hide and Seek, and I'm going to read it to you. So, this is how you play. I need 2 drops of blood, one from me and one from you. Then you unstuff the doll, and you fill it with rice, and you stitch it up, and then you put it in a bathtub full of water, and then you name it, and you say whatever name I'm just gonna say. You're it, but like with their name in there, so it's like Mary, you're it, Mary, you're it, Mary, you're it. So, but the doll has to be filled with rice. Then you stitch it up, but it has to be with red. Okay, so let's read this. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm an American who's been living in Japan with a host family for a study abroad. Last Sunday, my host sister, Akane, told me about a game she wanted to play called Hitori Kakarenbo, or hide and seek alone, I think. Anyway, Akane said it was fun and some girls in her school tried it, and it was actually a way to play hide and seek with ghosts, but she didn't want to do it alone. Someone who's skeptic, it seemed pretty harmless, and I was curious, of course. I regret this now. No matter how skeptical or curious you may be, do not play this game. In any case, this is a warning. Akane got a doll from the 100 yen store, named it Arena, and I watched her tear out the stuffing and replace it with rice. Now I need 2 drops of blood, one from me and one from you, she muttered, trying to remember the rules her friend had told her. She pricked her finger and pricked mine, and we rubbed the blood into the rice. She then sewed up with red thread, continuing to blind the doll with the red thread. Why are you doing that? I asked, confused. The red is supposed to represent blood vessels. We'll severe them tonight at 3. The afternoon 3 or the morning 3? Morning, you idiot, she smirked at me. She also made up the cups of salt water and made salt lines around her parents' room. What's that for? I asked curiously. Apparently it stops the spirits from going into the room to find you. So are we going to hide in there? Nah, that wouldn't be any fun. Would it be? I just don't want their room to get destroyed. Destroyed in retrospect. I wish we'd stayed in there, even if it had been no fun. Or even better, I wish I'd never done this without knowing fully what could happen. Anyway, we went into the bathroom at 3 a.m. The rest of the family was out visiting the aunt and uncle who'd recently had a new baby. We put the doll in the bathtub with water and shouted together, Akane and Sarah are the first day, Akane and Sarah are the first day, Akane and Sarah are the first day. Then we ran into the bathroom, turning out all the lights and switching on the TV in our hiding room to static channel. Akane grabbed a knife and left the salt water on the table. We went back into the bathroom, and sure enough, the doll was there in the bathtub, smiling serenely up at us from the bottom. Arena, Akane, and Sarah found you, we yelled. We yanked out Akane, stabbed the heart, and made sure to sever a lot of the red thread before dumping it back in the tub. Arena is the second it, Arena is the second it, Arena is the second it, we chanted, then ran back to the family room with the TV going. We each took a gulp of salt water, making sure not to swallow it, then held our cups firmly before sitting in the closet. He left open a crack of the door because she wanted to watch what would happen to the TV. It was terrible idea to this day. I wish we'd left the door closed, For the first 5 minutes, we were just waiting. Nothing happened, and I felt relieved. Then I heard the static as the TV began to change. Without any of us touching the remote, the TV began to switch channels fast enough that sentences began to form from the words of different channels. "I will find you," it said. I shrunk back into the closet, terrified. The air seemed to be getting colder. Kane still stayed with her eye pressed up against the crack of the closet quietly. I could hear footsteps coming. "Where are you?" "Are you in here?" Then I heard the most chilling words of all. "Found you." Kane screamed and fell back on the ground. The kitchen knife who had used to stab the doll was protruding from her eye, the eye she had used to peek through the crack of the closet door. She had swallowed her water by accident. Luckily, as terrified as I was, I managed to keep salt water in my mouth, clutching the stupid cup as well. I waited until the static returned to normal on the television screen. Kane was sobbing quietly. The knife was still in her eye, but she whimpered. "You need to end the ritual." I did what she had told me. I wandered around the house, looking for the stupid doll. It was no longer the bathroom. Found it sitting upright on Kane's bed, grinning. I dumped the salt water and spat the salt water on it. Then I shouted, I win, loudly. Then I grasped the doll firmly and went to the neighbor's trash can and put it in a bath of gasoline before torching the bad word. It was now 5 a.m. I came back into the closet and told Kane it was over. Came out of the closet, knife still embedded in her eye, and we called an ambulance. After surgery, it was determined she would be blind in that one eye. Fortunately, Kane lied, and she said she had tripped the knife after getting up early to make breakfast. The scary thing is, even though I ended the ritual and burnt the doll like Kane told me, I don't think it's ended. Kane says she can still see Arena walking around the house when only that eye is open. Keep seeing things out of the corner of my eyes as well. I don't know what to do. We thought we did the ritual right, but maybe it's still going on. Well, maybe it's still... I'm sorry. The scary thing is, even though I ended the ritual and burnt the doll, maybe it's still going on. Some weird stuff has been happening lately. Footsteps outside of the door at 3 in the morning. TV changing channels and sound warping. I keep incense burning salt in my room to keep me safe. So does Kane. But if someone comes up to you and asks if you want to play Itori Kakaranbio or one-man hide and seek, save yourselves the hassle. Just don't do it. Looking up the real directions now, we did a lot of the wrong stuff. I guess from hearsay, putting blood in is wrong. It can curse you. We were supposed to put in fingernail clippings instead. Kane and I are going to Shrine in a couple of days for help this Sunday. And if anyone has any advice as to what we do in it, as what to do in case of a haunting in Japan, let me know. Edit. Some of you still want to play this even after reading this. I strongly discourage it. If that's not enough, here's the safest directions. Use a mechanical not a knife. The spirit will hurt you with the same weapon you choose to use it if it finds you. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'm just going to tell you guys the rules of the game. A stuffed doll with limbs, some rice, a needle and thread, a knife, salt, and a hiding place. Take out its stuffing, put in rice, put in fingernails, thread it up with red thread, pour water into a bathtub, place a cup of salt water inside the hiding place, give a name to the doll. When it is 3 a.m., say to the doll, is the first it, the name that you give it, is the first it 3 times. Go to the bathroom and put the doll into the water-filled bathtub. Turn off all the lights in the house. Go back to the hiding place and switch on the TV to static. when you how to finish it. You pour the cup of salt water into your mouth. Don't drink it. Keep it there. And get out of the hiding place and start looking at the doll. The doll is not necessarily in the bathroom. Whatever happens, don't spit out the salt. When you find the doll, pour the rest of the salt water which is left in the cup over it. And then spray the salt water in your mouth over it as well. Say, I win, I win, I win. Make sure you dry the doll, burn, and discard it later. Please don't stop this ritual halfway. You must do it through to the end. This is a dangerous ritual, and I will not be responsible for what happens to you if you try it. Okay, so that's the end. Bye guys. Hope you enjoy.